Everyone, it's me again. Today I'm gonna show you a simple program that do some manipulation to information matrix. Say for example, I have my matrix data here with the first column indicates the time and the second column indicates the corresponding value with this time. Maybe it is the price of some product or the claims for insurance company. Usually, when you're handling this data, you want to say, okay, I want to find the uniqueness of the time and tell the summation of the corresponding claims or the price of the product. That is to say, I want to calculate in this particular year, say 1999, how many claims has happened or what is the total amount of the claims. And again, in 2009, what is the summation of the amount of the claims? You can do this by hand, but if you have a large matrix, it would take you a significant amount of time. And what my program will do is if you just type in the function name, which is called del time, with one single parameter, in our case data, which is a matrix storing all of your information with the first column of the time and the second column with the values, it can be sorted or not because the program will sort it itself. So it will generate another new matrix for you with the first column, the unique time from the previous matrix you input, and the second column with the corresponding claim size. And say for example, in 1999, originally I had 3 claims happening a year, then the new generated matrix will submit all these 3 claims. And the same thing happens for 2009, we have 4 claims, so we do the summation of these 4 claims to come up with this value. However, this is not good enough because you are actually losing some information by doing so, right? Because indeed the 3 claims happened in 1999 instead of just a single one with a huge number. And if you don't want to lose information, I'm not saying you can perfectly guess what are the time that this claim happened, but what you can do is assume these 3 claims comes with the equally time interval. So 3 claims happened each year or in this particular year. So that means for every 4 months there is a claim, right? And what this program will do with 2 parameters. Say for I have the DL time with 1 parameter data, and the second parameter, it can be any number as long as it is not 0. It will first search the first column of your matrix and find the most frequent number it appears. In our case, it's 2009. So that's the year has most of the number of claims. In our case, 4, and it will take 4 as a unit throughout the time. And 4 in a year means 3 months per interval, right? So what will these claims do is to take the unit changing from 1 year, as watching your initial data set, into 3 months, because we have 4 claims. We have 4 claims mostly during a year, and it will show you. Well, in 1999 we have 3 claims, right? So unit in 3 months, it will be 1.33 of 3 months. There comes 1 claim, and 2.66 of 3 months that comes another claim, and at the end of the year, which is the 4 of 3 months a year, that comes the third claim. So if there is only a single claim comes in the year, say this case 2002, then it will give you 4 plus 4, that is 8 months. That is 8 of 3 months, which is 24 months through the beginning, that is the end of 2 years, I receive my fourth claim, which is 220, exactly like the ones here. And also, this program, when it with second parameter, it can generate you, let's just make up a number here, a second output telling you what is the frequency of the most visited number. So in our case, C equals to 2. That means throughout the timeline, for the most, I have 4 claims during a year. So let's give it a try with some real data. I have a real data which is the data from insurance company for property insurance. So it's a data with 2 columns and somewhere 3,000, about 4,000 rows. So it's a large matrix. Let's test our program. So first of all, let's tell the size first. The size of the property insurance is 3,721 times 2. And if I do the first, if I use my program in the first way, it will be generate sometime, find all the unique time and do the summation for the claims in the same time period. So that would be delete time of property insurance, and well, A is generated as you can see here, right? So let me just show you the original data. So I unify the original data with time. So it actually, instead of starting from some particular year, it actually starts from 340 and 360, then you get the idea. Actually, it starts from 1 since I haven't sorted it yet. But the new value it generated, A, only has a size of 2,000 instead of 3,000 or perhaps 4,000 here. That is because I only take the unique time throughout the timeline, so for the same data I submit of the claims. Also, for the second way, if I'm doing it like A equals, let's say, B and C equals with the second parameter, let's take it for 1, and you get your B here. So B now is exactly the same size as your original data, as you can see here and here, because actually we are not losing any information, but we add more information in it with another parameter C, the same. For some extreme cases, there is 65 claims per that specific time interval. So if your original data is unit in years or days, then you have to separate that amount into 65 equally separated intervals as your new unit. So in this way, you are not losing any information, as I said. So that's all about it. Thank you very much.